So joining us is Pamela Falk, CBS News Foreign Affairs Analyst. Pamela, good morning. Got lots to talk about.
Good morning, Anne-Marie. Yes, absolutely. This is an international chess game.
It really is. And trying to figure out what everyone's move is going to be.
Very high stakes.
Yes. So Edward Snowden, now we find out that not only did he, want to go to Ecuador, but now he's had asylum requests in a number of different places, including Russia. What's the likelihood of him being accepted in Russia?
Well, given what the president said today, Vladimir Putin, that president, it's very unlikely that he will be taken in as for asylum in Russia. Right. What Putin said, as you mentioned, was this is not something that will happen if he won't even be able to stay in the transit zone if he keeps insulting the United States, which is a little ironic in all this.
What do you think of that statement? What do you think Putin was trying to do?
Well, what Putin is doing is responding to the Kremlin. If it were up to other leaders in Russia, they might very well take him in. And the popular support for giving him asylum rests on the anti-U.S. sentiment, but it's up to Putin, and Putin understands the fact that secrets are secrets, and all countries spy. Certainly his background gives that away, and so he is saying, you can't keep doing this, and the faster you go, the better it is.
So let's switch over to the other big international story, Egypt. Protests in Cairo. They're gathering in Tahrir Square over the past few days. What is it that the protesters in Egypt want?
Well, originally, a few months ago, the protesters wanted a national unity government where Mohamed Morsi would bring more people in. A few things have happened in this 1 year that he has been in office. One is the economy has totally soured. I mean,
and it wasn't particularly strong to begin with, I don't think, right?
Right, it wasn't that strong, but the foreign currency reserves are half of what they were under Mubarak. The fuel is short, and crime is up. And the crime up really has had an impact on everyday life and on tourism as well. So people are really suffering. In addition to that, they sort of manipulated his government, manipulated the Constitution, and you've got an Islamist-run executive and legislature fighting the judiciary. So what now the opposition wants is him out. And so there are some who say, why don't we just switch to a parliamentary government, and when we don't like someone, we can get him out. His argument is he's got 3 more years. So it is a bit of a showdown, and that's where the military stepped into the void.
So speaking of the military has come out and given him 48 hours to meet the protesters' demands. The military is sort of a curious factor in this, with the 3 characters at play, the people, the government, and the military.
And the military is very popular in Egypt. After Hosni Mubarak was overthrown, they came in. Now, they didn't do so well. Field Marshal Tantawi sort of kept those reins of power. This new general, Sisi, has said they have to respond to the people's needs. And what people want is a national unity government. They don't want it as hardline Islamist as the Muslim Brotherhood is really directing Morsi to be. And so you saw police with their hands tied while the Muslim Brotherhood headquarters was being burned today. The army is also trying to settle something if he doesn't come up with some solution. And I think you're going to see a showdown at the end. In the end,
the army has never seemed particularly overly ambitious. That was one of the things about the army. They were protective of the people, not overly ambitious. But could we see a military coup here?
Yes, you could see a military takeover again until the moment that there are elections again, or he resigns, or they form a national unity government. It's very likely because the amount of protest is so great and the violence so intense.
And what about the Egyptian foreign minister resigning? What sort of impact will that have?
I think it really says that Morsi's lost a lot of his torque, a lot of his support, and we've seen that in a petition of 22 million people.
All right, Pamela Falk, CBS News Foreign Affairs Analyst, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely, Anne-Marie.